Farm Bureau Insurance, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association present the Competitive Cheerleading Finals. MHSAA Finals are presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award, and by the United Dairy Industry of Michigan, promoting healthy eating habits through the Sports Nutrition Award Program.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to present the MHSAA Championship Network. From Granville High School, this is the Class CD Finals in the 1999 Michigan High School Athletic Association Girls Competitive Cheer Tournament. I'm Mark Crawford. Welcome along, folks. Welcome to Granville, and welcome to our expert analyst in competitive cheer, Kim Kay. And Kim,
thank you.
I know you are geeked and ready to go.
Oh, it's such an exciting time for all these young athletes. They have worked all year for this very day, and across the state, we had 118 teams compete in competitive cheer, and today, of the 8 CD schools, we have 4 who have never been to the state finals before, so I'm sure they are excited, they are nervous, but they can't wait to get this thing going.
Terrific cheer final coming up for you. One of your network sponsors is Farm Bureau Insurance. Welcome back to Granville High School, the Michigan High School Athletic Association Competitive Cheer Finals, the CD Championship from this gymnasium that they call the Dog House here, the Granville Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay. Kim, there are 3 rounds to our competition today. The first is the required. Tell folks what we'll see.
Exactly. For those of you who are familiar with competitive cheer, you'll notice that things have changed from years past, in that the first cheer is now the required cheer. They'll be building up the third round today. In round 1 will be the 2 jumps done in unison by the entire team, as well as 6 different formation changes. Our first team here is Centerville.
The Bulldogs of Centerville. How many competitors required for each team?
They can have the maximum of 12.
Is there a minimum?
6. So you can see our very first team, which is Centerville, only has 6 athletes performing today. They're so excited. The adrenaline is just going.
Big cheer in the background as Powama, Westphalia, one of the traditional powers in this sport, has brought a nice crowd.
Absolutely, they do every year. Last year, we didn't see PW at the state finals. They were beaten out of their regional, so you can believe that they are back here with a vengeance this year.
Flat Rock well represented as well. They're the defending state champs.
That's correct. A lot to prove this year.
Now we should note as well that this is a combined CD meet. C and D had separate championships until last year.
That's correct, Mark. Unfortunately, the numbers were not there for us to maintain a separate division for Class C and Class D. We do hope, though, that in the real near future we're able to separate them again and give Class D its own state championship as well as Class C. One of our new teams here today, Cardinal Mooney. They're just thrilled to be here. I talked to them just before they came on and said, we are just so happy to be here. What a thrill it is.
Boy, you can see the excitement in the faces of all these young ladies as you look at them. Coaches are breathing pretty hard, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little change in our music here. But what great upbeat music. It makes them already feel like champions, you know?
First, our safety judges. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Jane Danhoff. From East Lansing, Angela Massendale. And from Cardinal, Mike Troller. And our cheer judges today. First,
They are now announcing all of the officials.
From Quincy, Candace Cox. From Wyoming, Glenn Dooley. From Washington, Gloria Berger. And from Southfield, Diane Elliott. Thank you, judges. Let's begin this morning with our national anthem. Would you please rise and gentlemen remove your caps?
Chasing one championship. The Class CD MHSAA Competitive Cheer Final. This is the MHSAA Championship Network. Back at Granville High School, Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay, our Class CD MHSAA Competitive Cheer Final. First team ready to take the floor, the Bulldogs of Centerville.
And we have a new team starting off for our division today. They have never been to the state finals before. I'm sure they are just so excited and are anxious to get this first round out of the way.
You may begin.
Again, this cheer is the required cheer, and you will see 2 jumps done in unison by the entire team, as well as no less than 6 different formations. Nice toe touch there.
Judges looking for synchronization.
Yes, they are. They're looking for the timing, how well the jump was executed, their form, their height, and their second jump was a herky. In this cheer, they're also looking at precision, how well they are executing their formations. Now that third jump that they opted to do is not being considered in the jump category, but instead in the overall performance. Nice job done by Centerville.
Out of the St. Joe Valley, the Centerville Bulldogs. Second of our 8 teams in the required round here, the Hudson Tigers.
Again, another new team. They are full of energy.
This school had the highest regional score, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
It really doesn't, because of the fact there are different judges in every single regional. Toe touch for their very first jump. They added a kick as a nice visual there. That is not considered a jump. And they've chosen a real difficult jump for their second, which is a universal.
Time limit of 1:30 in this first round.
That's correct, Mike. You'll notice the different level changes, which is part of round one's variety. It's nice that you can see the different level changes, ripples, peel-offs, whatever you'd like to call them. It just adds to the visual effect of this cheer. And again, which will give the judges their general impression score. For Hudson.
The Tigers of Hudson High. Next team center stage, Sacred Heart Academy from Mount Pleasant, the Irish.
Nice shot there of the coaches. So excited for their team.
Kim, I noticed this group has 2 or 3 ladies who are not competing in this routine. Can you compete in one round and not another?
Absolutely. As any good coach for any other sport will do, they will put their best players in at the best time. They put the best ones in who perhaps have the best jumps for this round. And round 2 will be who has the best skills, and in round 3, who can stunt the best. So when you have a large roster, it's to your advantage. Nice visual formation change there. The other item the judges are looking at is vocals here. That is one of the categories in which they're being scored. They want nice inflection, nice volume, and of course, genuine excitement.
Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart.
Nicely done.
Next up, one of the dynasties in Michigan high school cheer, Pewamo, Westphalia.
And it's great to see them back here again, Mark.
4-time Class C state champions. Last year when they merged C and D, did not make the final.
That's correct. Toe touch there by PW, followed by a herky.
Kim, PW has a big crowd here. Any impact on the judges?
No impact whatsoever. I think it has a bigger impact on the kids. To know that all those fans are here supporting them gives them such a great feeling inside, makes them just want to get out there and prove how worthy they are of that support. That was a real nice visual change with the back of the vest being navy blue. It adds a nice effect there. Great job by Palermo, Westphalia.
And their fans love it. We have seen the first 4 teams in the MHSAA CD Cheer Championship. One of your network sponsors is the United Dairy Industry of Michigan. The MHSAA Competitive Cheer Finals, the Class CD Championship. We see now the second set of 4 of our 8 teams. Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay, and this is the defending state champs from Flat Rock.
Very nice arm whips there. Jumps of choice. There's a toe touch and a herky, followed by another toe touch, which will of course be counted in general impression.
Of competition, the Class CD Cheer Championship, and at the defending state champs, the Rams of Flat Rock.
And their coach looks happy.
Breckenridge, you may take the floor.
Next squad out of the Central State Activities Association, the Breckenridge Huskies.
Another top team in today's competition. Great enthusiasm by this team from Breckenridge.
Well, the word I was going to use was showmanship.
Okay, you can use that word. That's a great word also.
Are you ready? Let the heart beat proud and true. Yeah! Doing what we love, loving what we do.
Isn't that the key? Loving what we do. Cheer by Breckenridge.
Cardinal Mooney, you may take the floor.
Next squad, formally anyway, is the Marine City Cardinal Mooney Catholic Preparatory High School.
That's quite a name.
Cardinal Mooney.
Cardinal Mooney. Another new team to our state finals.
Kim, and what a great story. They found themselves without a coach this year. Some moms volunteered to help out, and here they are in
And
the
here
state
they are.
championship.
Isn't that just a Cinderella story?
Dribble, pass, swish it through. Let's go, team. Let's add two. Jump up, aim to win. Grab that ball and slam. It's in. Cardinals get top. Mooney get two. Two for the show. Three to get ready and go, go, go. Let's go, CFC. Move together, get it done! Let's go, let's work as one! On the move, pass it down the floor! Deep breath. Hey, hey, hey! Just score!
Strong ending and good job by Cardinal Mooney. Who are they? The Redskins? Yep.
Sandusky, you may take the floor.
Final squad of our round one competition, the Redskins of Sandusky.
You may begin.
Another new team. Now you'll notice with this team you'll hear random yells, and in round two that is a penalty. Everything must be done in unison in round two. So for round one and round three you'll hear different vocals by different athletes. Nice toe touch by Sandusky. Nice crowd response there. Adds some flair to the round. And fly they will. Nice job by Sandusky.
The Redskins of Sandusky out of the Greater Thumb Conference. That brings us to the end of round number one, the Class CD MHSAA Championship. We'll take a look at the scoring, see how folks are doing when we come back. This is the MHSAA Championship Network. Mark Crawford, Kim K, back with you from Granville High School. Glad you're with us. The Michigan High School Athletic Association Competitive Cheer Finals. This, the Class CD State Championship. First round is over. Pewamo Westphalia in first place right now with 319 points. Flat Rock close behind at 311. And Breckenridge rounds out the top three. Kim, let's talk quickly about round two now. The first round was the required round. The second round called the compulsories. How do they differ?
They differ in the fact that now these teams have to pick 5 skills done in unison by the entire team. And these skills range from level 1 skill, which could be a kick or a tuck jump, to level 4, which can be a back walkover, back handspring. That is the focus of this cheer, as well as the very first part, which is the 10-count precision drill. All teams will do the exact same 10 counts, and the judges will be judging them according to how well they execute it, and the timing, the precision, and that's a critical way to begin this round. So we'll see how Flat Rock starts.
There's Jan Stair, the head coach for Flat Rock. Has as much energy as her young athletes, I think.
Indeed she does.
Each round, we have a random draw for the order, and Flat Rock will go first as we start round number 2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! 3 and 1. Do it all right. Yeah, all right. Happy
The first skill by Flat Rock is a universal, and that's going to be followed by their switch splits. The judge will be looking to see if they are flat to the ground, if toes are pointed.
As in the first round, a minute 30 is the max, right?
That's correct. And the last 3 skills that Flat Rock has chosen was the pike jump, herky jump, and toe touch. Good way to start by Flat Rock.
The defending state champs trying to make up ground as they chase Pewamo, Westphalia.
Sacred Heart, you may take the floor.
Next up, the Irish of Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. Cheryl Hunter is their head coach. This squad, 1997 MCCA sideline champs.
And I love the colors of the uniform. So festive. Sacred Heart's first 2 skills they've chosen are jumps, the universal, and the pike.
And folks may notice one of our judges there along the back side of the mat. The judges kind of circle the stage.
Yes, they do. They are, for this round, watching to make sure that every athlete executes the skills that they have listed and that they are executed properly. I know the last thing they want to do is give a penalty at the state finals. Now you'll notice in this cheer also there are no level changes, there are no peel-offs or ripples. Everything must be done in unison. And the last 3 skills you saw by Sacred Heart were the switch splits, toe touch, and heel stretch. Great job by the Irish of Sacred Heart.
Next up, the Tigers of Hudson High.
You may begin.
Starting different.
Noticed, Kim, in our coaches' notes, the team set a goal before the season started, and that was to reach the state final.
Isn't it great when our young people are able to work towards a goal and see it become reality? The first skill by Hudson was a toe touch, and now they are executing a back walkover. Nice hold on those switch splits. And they'll follow that with a cartwheel and end it with a universal jump.
This group a little more gymnastic than our first two.
Yes. By doing that back walkover, that definitely indicated some gymnastic skills by this team. Very good job by Hudson.
Cardinal Mooney up next. We are in round 2, the compulsory round. This is our 4th of 8 teams.
You just saw Cardinal Mooney's second skill, which was a toe touch. And prior to that, it was the herky. Coming up, you'll see their switch splits, followed by a cartwheel, and then ending with a pike jump.
There's a game to win. Run it! Run it! Run it! Come on, run it! Come on, run it! Let's do it! Let's score! Oh, yeah! Get through the line! It's football time!
Good job by Cardinal Mooney High School.
And lots more of the MHSAA Class CD Competitive Cheer Finals coming up. One of your network sponsors is Farm Bureau Insurance. Back at Granville High School, the MHSAA Class CD Competitive Cheer Finals. We are in round 2, and now the second set of 4 teams, leading off Breckenridge in 3rd place right now.
You may begin.
Their goal obviously is to pick up some points this round.
And Kim, you picked up something I didn't, and that is that they switched to pants.
That's correct. Obviously, it's a coach's call. Perhaps she feels they will look better in execution in their pants for these skills. Nice toe touch by Breckenridge, followed by a well-done cartwheel. Coming up, you'll see pike jump, herky jump, and they will end with a heel stretch.
Just very expressive faces.
They do have great facial expression. Nice arm whip there by Breckenridge. And great job.
The Huskies of Breckenridge High School.
Nice shot of the student body there from Centerville.
Centerville, you may take the floor. You may begin.
brought a crowd with them.
Yes, they did. Two nicely executed jumps by Centerville. First was the toe touch, followed by the pike. And now their heel stretch, again held nicely. And they will end with their switch splits and herky.
Jennifer Bingaman is the head coach at Centerville and was a cheerleader herself at Centerville.
A lot of these kids seem to come home to coach, which is great. By Centerville.
The Bulldogs of Centerville out of the St. Joe Valley Conference. 7th team in our second round of competition. From the Greater Thumb Conference, the Redskins of Sandusky.
Take the floor. You may begin.
To count out their precision drill backwards, kind of like a blast-off effect. Sandusky has chosen their skills as a toe touch, herky, heel stretch, and the last two they will execute will be a universal jump followed by a switch split. Exciting ending by the Redskins from Sandusky.
Final team of our second round, and they are the leaders at the end of round one, Pewamo Westphalia.
We'll see if they can keep that lead.
One of the nice things in reading the coaches' notes throughout the competition here is you almost always see a high team grade point average. This one, for instance, 3.53.
Which is so important because their first priority is to be, good students. And obviously this team has their priorities straight. Two well-executed skills thus far by PW. The toe touch followed by herky. I'm sorry, pike. Their final skill, a heel stretch. A well-executed cheer by the Pirates of Pewamo Westphalia.
Second round is complete here from Granville. One round to go and we'll crown a state champion. This is the MHSAA Championship Network. We are back at Granville High School, third and final round now, our Class CD Competitive Cheer State Championship from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay at the end of two rounds. Pewamo Westphalia in first, Flat Rock second, Breckenridge third, and starting round number 3, here's Sacred Heart from Mount Pleasant.
And this is the exciting round. This is the round the audience loves and the girls love to perform.
You may begin.
Also marked, this cheer will be 2.5 minutes as opposed to 1.5 minutes.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Number one crowd.
One of the additional things judges look for in this third round is safety.
Absolutely. Actually, the two judges that you see on the floor near the mat are the ones who are judging the safety to make sure that each stunt is done properly. There's a right and a wrong way to do these things, and always their mind is set on the safety of these athletes.
Yeah, Irish! Irish! Yeah, Irish! Irish!
In this round, another concern of the judges is, of course, the difficulty that these teams choose to do and how well they execute the stunts they've chosen to do. You'll see such a variety of stunts by each team in today's competition, which makes this round so much fun to watch. Cheer by Sacred Heart. Some real nice visual effects in that cheer, and no falls, no big mistakes, and they come off that round looking really nice. This is my favorite part of this cheer, a real nice visual, almost looks like a Christmas tree, and how appropriate for those red and green uniforms.
All right, our third and final round underway, Mount Pleasant's Sacred Heart.
Here come the Tigers. Running to their performance area. They're excited.
Hudson High having a good meet. They're in fourth place as we move into this third round.
And isn't that great for a first-time team at the state finals? They must be so pleased with their performance thus far. Let's hope they can nail it this round and either move up or stay where they are. That's a great. Nice mount by Hudson. Real cute foot action there. Gave a nice effect to the crowd response.
Hudson High was in the national news just about a year ago when the team from California broke Hudson's national high school record for consecutive football victories.
Enthusiasm there by Hudson. That has to motivate the girls as they slap a high five. definitely executing some difficult stunts. And really a great performance by such a team with very little experience at the state finals. They did a great job.
Well, really, a great state championship meet for the Tigers of Hudson High.
This is one of their mounts they performed and executed so precisely. Nice arm motions, nice timing there. Overall, great job by Hudson. And a happy coach, no doubt.
Next up, one of the Class D schools in our CD State Championship, the Bulldogs from Centerville High.
And they have to be very pleased with their performance thus far. They have a real high ranking right now going into this third round. And with only 6 kids performing and being their first time here, their coaches have to be very proud.
You may begin.
From a judging standpoint, is there a disadvantage now to having just 6 in this third piece?
No disadvantage at all. Sometimes that can work to the team's advantage. Less people to make mistakes. Great use of the team members' skills here by the coaches. Definitely use your gymnasts to their greatest capabilities. Suspended roll dismount there. Really doing so many stunts for 6 girls. Well executed by Centerville. Very good job.
Third of our 8 teams here in the third and final round, the Centerville Bulldogs.
Incorporated some great gymnastics along with some good stunting. Nice basket toss there, great height. Good solid formation changes overall. An outstanding job by the Bulldogs from Centerville.
Members of the Detroit Catholic League up now, the Cardinals of Cardinal Mooney.
What an appropriate mascot. Don't you think?
Cardinal Mooney, you may take the floor. You may begin.
Right from the start, you gotta do your part. Varsity is the team to win it. Let's go! Red, white, let's fight! Go on, guys, take it to the limit. Never wanted to win it. We do. Let's fight for the red and gold. Come on, fans. Let's hear it. CMC has got the
Cardinal Mooney.
It's our night! Team in front, let's go! You gotta get the ball!
Again, utilizing every athlete on the team.
Shoot, let's score!
And doing 7, I mean having 7, sometimes that's a difficult feat.
You gotta beat the clock! Let's go! Triple to the rim! Let's go, right! Oh! Put it on the lid!
And they end with a nice basket toss toe touch. Great job by the Cardinals of Cardinal Mooney.
Thank you, Cardinals of Green City, Cardinal Mooney, and Coach Debbie Boddington.
Coming up here is their well-executed pendulum, which we haven't seen yet today. Fall forward, right back up to a shoulder stand. Nicely done.
4 teams down, 4 remain. Our Class CD Championship moments away from being settled. One of your network sponsors is the United Dairy Industry of Michigan. Back at Granville High School's Doghouse, the big gymnasium, the Class CD Competitive Cheer State Championship. 4 teams remain here in round 3. Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay, and Kim will settle the state championship really among these final 4 teams.
We will
It's
indeed.
random order, but the top 3 teams happen to be among these 4.
Among the final 4.
Flatlock, you may take
That's the coach saying, come on, give it to me. You know what you've got to do.
These are the defending state champions. They are in 2nd place as we head into this 3rd round.
1, 2, 3.
Nice heel stretch mount there. Right back up again. And back up yet again to Cupies. Great difficulty there by Flat Rock. Nice twist up to V-sits. Twist dismounts there. Straight up to extension. Beautiful job. Good crowd moment here for Flat Rock, all the way from the downriver area. And they're happy with their team's performance. There they are, the Rams of Flat Rock.
Well, the gauntlet's been laid down as Flat Rock first to go here among those top 3 teams, and they have a clean routine.
Basically flawless. It's going to be tough to beat, but not impossible. We've got some tough guns coming up. This is one of their stronger skills. One-hand extensions, beautifully executed. Great job overall by the Rams of Flat Rock, defending Class CD state champions.
Well, you can see they feel good about it.
And they should.
Next up, the Redskins of Sandusky. There's some of their red and black clad fans.
Sandusky, you may take the floor. You may begin.
should mention that in this round, the judges are looking at a possibility of 15 points for variety of skills, as well as 20 points for difficulty, degree of difficulty, and then 20 points on how well they've executed these difficulty stunts. In this cheer, there needs to be no less than 8 different formations. So lots of things to consider when not only judging this cheer, but as a coach and as a team, putting it all together.
Bring the fans to their feet. Gotta keep them up. Gotta keep them going. Fire away. And 2. That's 4. Yes, 4. Yell at the fans. We want 2 more. We want 2 more. Come on, crowd. Yell loud. We want 2 more. We want 2 more.
Getting the crowd involved here. A lot of nice visual effects here by Sandusky.
These young ladies have to be tired after 2.5 minutes.
But you know, it doesn't hit them until they are long over. During this round, the adrenaline just keeps them pumped. Good job by the Redskins of Sandusky.
Thank you, Redskins of Sandusky High School, and Coach Deanna McPherson.
Coming up here, their suspended splits with a swing through to a seat position. Real nicely done and nice visual effect. Overall, great performance by Sandusky.
Next up, the club that led after round 1, led after round 2, and now trying to hang on and win a state championship, Pewamo Westphalia High School.
And their crowd wants it for them just as much as they do.
Well, these young ladies were leading the crowd in cheers between groups there from down in the hallway.
You may begin.
They need that encouragement, that support from their fans.
The 6th year that the MHSAA has awarded competitive cheer state championships. This club 4-time state champs.
Exciting beginning here for Pewamo Westphalia. Nice visual effect there. Right back up into rotating extensions. Tough one-arm extensions. Hear that crowd support. Real pretty toe-touch dismounts there.
And as you said earlier, the crowd not affecting the judges, but maybe affecting the athletes.
Positively affects the athletes, pushes them on, gives them what it takes to nail each and every stunt. Nice crossovers there.
to be close.
It's going to be a close one. No doubt about it.
The young ladies from Flat Rock are here in the gym, and they're applauding, and the two teams, in fact, looking at each other a little bit, and they know it's a two-horse race.
It is indeed. Here was one of Kewanee Westphalia's really visual effects, which is what makes them one of our contenders today. Great job by PW.
Final team to compete, Class CD, State Competitive Cheer Championship. It's the Huskies of Breckenridge. They were in third place coming into this final round, Kim K. Probably too far back to win it.
Possibly, but they want to gain some ground here. No question about it. They want to nail this round.
You did it again.
As has been the case, they wait for that one girl to yell out, "Ready," in a very exciting tone. There she goes, and we're off for our final team. Nice visual beginning by Breckenridge.
This group may well be back. The varsity roster, 5 freshmen, 4 sophomores, 4 juniors, only 1 senior.
I'd say they're a contender for a while. Nice twist dismounts there. Utilizing their gymnasts. And rotating lip to a ring. Strong stunting thus far by Breckenridge.
This group's just had terrific energy all day.
Yes, they have. Beautiful kickouts there. Gonna see some tumbling. Again, utilizing the skills of her athletes. Good job by their coach. By the Huskies of Breckenridge. It's going to be a tough call. I sure can't make it.
Well, they're happy.
And they should be. Breckenridge's rotating mount there. Again, the timing was well done by this team the entire time in their round 3. Really well executed, pretty twist downs. Great job.
Well, who's our Class CD state champions in competitive cheer? We'll find out when we return. This is the MHSAA Championship Network. We are back at Granville High School, Michigan High School Athletic Association CD Competitive Cheer Championship. Our athletes, as you can see, awaiting the results as we settle the state title. And for the results, let's go to public address announcer Tom DeYoung.
We have our results. Before we do that, the Competitive Cheer Coaches Association of Michigan will be recognizing today a scholarship recipient award to one cheerleader from each of our 3 classes. And presenting this scholarship recipient recognition today is a member of the Competitive Cheer Coaches Association of Michigan, Candy Cox. And at this time, I'll turn the mic over to her.
For Class CD, the award is awarded to Emily Smith from Flat Rock High School.
Congratulations, Emily. At this time, I direct your attention to the head judges table area where Suzanne Martin, Assistant Director for the MHSAA, will make the awards presentations. First, let us honor the runner-up in Class CD, the Rams of Flat Rock High School. Flat Rock scored a total of 1,043 points in today's competition, scoring 436 points in round 3. First, we will present our individual medals. Freshman Allison Rybczynski. Sophomore Erica Almaguer. Sophomore Terry Hanning. Sophomore Lindsay McGinnis. Sophomore Amanda Scott. Sophomore Christine White. Junior Monica Almaguer. Junior Jocelyn Sisney. Junior Jessica Hanning. Junior Kim James. Junior Lauren Starkey. Junior Jessica Koch. Senior Laura Cox. Senior Sarah Liljestrand. And Senior Emily Smith. And accepting the runner-up trophy in Class CD, 14-year coach Jan Stair. Congratulations to the Flat Rock Rams for their outstanding competitive cheer season. And now for the 1999 Class CD Competitive Cheer Champions, the Pirates of Pewamo, Westphalia High School. Pewamo, Westphalia scored 429 points in round 3 for a grand total of 1,052 points. First, we will present individual medals. Junior Allison Barnes. Junior Andrea Droste. Sophomore Courtney Fidua. Junior Bethany Fox. Junior Tara Hengspa. Junior Emily Ear. Sophomore Selena Luna. Junior Casey Miller. Sophomore Jamie Roach. Sophomore Stacy Roach. Sophomore Heather Schaefer. Junior Jill Schaefer. Freshman Kim Spitzley. Freshman Betsy Theis. Freshman Abby Weaver. And freshman Abby Wise. And accepting the Class CD Championship Trophy, 11-year coach Sherry Fidiwa. Congratulations to the Powamo Westphalia Pirates, the 1999 MHSAA Class CD Competitive Cheer Champions.
Powamo Westphalia, your Class CD Competitive State Cheer Champions. Flat Rock second, Centerville finishes third. One of your network sponsors is Farm Bureau Insurance. We are back one final time from Granville High School, the Michigan High School Athletic Association 1999 Class CD Competitive Cheer Final. Mark Crawford along with Kim Kay, your champion Powamo Westphalia. What a great championship.
Strong round three by so many teams. And PW back in the race, here to prove a point that last year was a fluke, and they mean business. Great job by all the contenders, though. And really, I want to personally congratulate every single athlete who has definitely worked hard for months and months for this very day. And the fact that each one went out there and I think is leaving this arena with their heads held high.
And Kim, fun working with you again.
Great
and
working with you too,
our
Mark.
thanks to a great crew from TCI Cablevision in Oakland. Again, our coverage of the girls' competitive cheer finals continues next with the Class B championship, followed at 5 by the Class A finale. Your Class CD champion for 1999 is Powamo Westphalia. And now for Kim Kay and our production crew from TCI Cablevision of Oakland County, I'm Mark Crawford. So long, everybody.